The Rubik's Cube, a symphony of colors, a tantalizing puzzle. It has captivated minds for decades. Millions have attempted its mastery. Can you solve it? At first glance, the cube seems simple. Just twist and turn, right? But the complexity soon reveals itself. With billions of combinations, it's a labyrinth of colors. Yet don't be intimidated. This is not an impossible challenge. With patience and the right method, anyone can conquer the cube. In this essay, we'll embark on a journey. A journey to unravel the secrets of the Rubik's Cube. And the best part? We'll do it all with just one powerful algorithm. Before we begin our journey, let's understand our companion, the Rubik's Cube. The cube consists of smaller cubes, or cubies. These aren't just colorful squares, they're the key to the solution. We have center cubies. They are fixed, always showing the same color. They tell us where each color's final position should be. Then there are the edge cubies. They have two colors and bridge the gap between the corners. And finally, we have the corner cubies. Each boasts three colors and are crucial to solving the puzzle. Understanding these pieces is vital. It's like knowing the chess pieces before you play. Once you grasp the role of each cubie, the path to solving the cube becomes clearer. Just like any adventure, we need to understand the local language. For the Rubik's Cube, that language is its notation. Don't worry, it's much easier than learning a new spoken language. We use letters to represent each face of the cube. R stands for right, L for left, U for up, D for down, F for front, and B for back. Turning a face clockwise is as simple as writing its letter. Counterclockwise, just add an apostrophe. For example, R means turning the right face clockwise, while R means turning it counterclockwise. That's it. With this simple language, we can now communicate with the cube, giving it instructions and guiding it towards its solved state. Now for the exciting part, the single algorithm. Think of it as our magic spell, our key to unlocking the cube's secrets. Here it is. R, U, R, U, R, U, 2, R. Remember our notation. This sequence tells us exactly how to move the cube's faces. Practice this sequence until it becomes second nature. This algorithm will be our constant companion throughout the solving process. This algorithm, while simple, is incredibly powerful. It allows us to manipulate specific pieces without disturbing the rest of the puzzle. It's like a surgeon's scalpel, precise and effective. With this algorithm in our toolkit, we can now begin our 7-stage journey to conquer the Rubik's Cube. Section 5, Stage 1, Conquering the White Cross. Our first goal is to create a white cross on the top face. This is the foundation of our solution. Look for white edges and try to position them around the white center. Use your intuition and basic rotations, right, left, up, down, front, back, to get a feel for the cube. Don't worry about perfection at this stage. The goal is to get those white edges connected to the white center. We'll fine-tune their positions later. Once you have a white cross, ensure that the edges are aligned with their corresponding side colors. For example, the white-blue edge should have white facing up and blue matching the blue center. Congratulations, you've completed the first stage. The white cross is a powerful visual anchor, giving us a reference point as we progress. Section 6, Stage 2, Building the Bottom Base. With the white cross in place, our focus shifts to the bottom layer. This is a crucial step in solving the Rubik's Cube as it sets the foundation for the rest of the puzzle. Ensuring that the bottom layer is correctly aligned will make the subsequent stages much easier to handle. We now want to solve the 4 corners of the layer with the white center. These corners need to be placed in such a way that they match the colors of the adjacent center pieces. This means that each corner piece will have 3 colors that need to align perfectly with the centers on the cube. This is where our powerful algorithm comes into play. The algorithm is a sequence of moves that, when executed correctly, will position the corner pieces exactly where they need to be. It's a bit like a dance, with each move leading smoothly into the next. Look for a white corner piece and position it so that it's directly below its final position. This means that the white part of the corner piece should be on the bottom layer, and the other 2 colors should be aligned with the corresponding center pieces on the middle layer. For example, if you have a white, blue, red corner, position it below the intersection of the white, blue, and red centers. This alignment is crucial because it ensures that when the corner piece is moved into place, it will match up with the surrounding pieces perfectly. Now apply our algorithm RUR, URU2R. This sequence of moves might seem complicated at first, but with practice it will become second nature. The key is to remember the pattern and execute it smoothly. The white corner should now be in its correct position. You'll notice that the corner piece is now aligned with the white center on the bottom layer and the two adjacent centers on the middle layer. Repeat this process for the remaining 3 white corners. Remember, patience is key. Each corner might require a few repetitions of the algorithm to get it into the right spot, but don't get discouraged. It might take a few repetitions of the algorithm to get the corner in the right spot. Sometimes the piece might seem stubborn, but with persistence it will eventually fall into place. But with practice, you'll be placing those corners like a pro. The more you practice, the more intuitive the moves will become, and soon you'll be able to solve the bottom layer without even thinking about it. Section 7, Stage 3, Middle Layer Magic. Our journey continues with the middle layer. This is where the real magic happens, as we start to see the cube take shape. The middle layer is crucial because it sets the foundation for the final stages of solving the Rubik's Cube. Our goal is to position the 4 edges around the middle layer, matching them with their corresponding center colors. This step requires precision and a keen eye for detail, as any misalignment can throw off the entire solve. Look for an edge piece in the top layer that doesn't have yellow on it. The yellow pieces are reserved for the final layer, so we need to focus on the other colors for now. Remember, we're saving yellow for last. This strategy helps us maintain order and ensures that the final layer will be easier to solve. Position this edge so it's above the slot where it belongs. This step is all about aligning the pieces correctly before we move them into place. For example, if you have a blue-red edge, position it above the space between the blue and red centers. This ensures that the edge piece will fit perfectly into its designated spot. Now, observe the color on the front face of the edge cubie. This will determine which algorithm we need to use to position it correctly. If it matches the center to the left, perform the algorithm UL, UL, UF, UF. This sequence of moves will shift the edge piece into the correct position without disrupting the rest of the cube. If it matches the center to the right, perform this algorithm instead, UR, UR, UF, UF. This alternative sequence is just as effective for positioning the edge piece on the opposite side. Repeat this process for the other 3 middle layer edges and watch as the middle layer falls into place. With patience and practice, you'll see the middle layer come together seamlessly, setting the stage for the final steps of solving the Rubik's Cube. Section 8, Stage 4, Unveiling the Yellow Cross. We're getting close. Now we'll focus on the top layer, aiming to create a yellow cross. At this stage, don't worry about the orientation of the yellow edges. Just focus on getting them in the correct positions. Hold the cube with the yellow center facing up. You'll encounter one of these cases, a dot, an L shape, a line, or a complete cross. For each case, perform the algorithm FR, UR, UF. Repeat this process until you have a complete yellow cross on the top face. Remember, the orientation of the yellow edges doesn't matter yet. We'll fix that in the next stage. Section 9, Stage 5 to 7, the final frontier. We've reached the final stages of our journey. This is where all the practice and patience you've invested will truly pay off. The final frontier of solving the Rubik's Cube is both challenging and exhilarating. It's the moment where you bring together all the skills you've honed so far. The remaining steps involve orienting the yellow edges, positioning the yellow corners, and ensuring that every piece is in its rightful place. This stage requires a keen eye and a steady hand, and then performing a final permutation to solve the cube. This permutation is the culmination of all your efforts, a final sequence that brings the entire puzzle together. These final stages involve slightly more complex algorithms and maneuvers. They might seem daunting at first, but with each attempt, you'll find yourself becoming more adept and confident. However, the principle remains the same. Use the power of our single algorithm to manipulate specific pieces and guide the cube towards its solved state. This algorithm is your key to unlocking the puzzle's secrets. There are many resources available online that provide detailed instructions and visual aids for these final steps. From video tutorials to step-by-step guides, the internet is a treasure trove of information for aspiring cubers. With patience and practice, you'll be able to conquer these final challenges and finally hold a solved Rubik's Cube in your hands. The sense of accomplishment you'll feel is unparalleled. Congratulations! You've mastered the Rubik's Cube with just one algorithm. This achievement is a testament to your dedication and perseverance. Remember, this is just the beginning. The world of cubing is vast and filled with endless possibilities. Each new puzzle presents a unique challenge and an opportunity to learn something new. The world of cubing is vast, with countless algorithms, methods, and challenges to explore. From speed cubing to blindfolded solving, there's always a new frontier to conquer. Keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep having fun. The journey of solving the Rubik's Cube is as rewarding as the destination. Happy cubing!